Rays and the Marlins right now. Let's go to the field and Todd Callis.
Dwayne, a few roster moves have changed the look of the Rays roster since last night. After the game, the Rays adding 2 guys from the disabled list, both the starter tonight, Scott Kazmir, as well as Chad Bradford. And also in the process, they had to make room for those guys, so they optioned Andy Sonestein to AAA Durham. He hasn't pitched in the minor leagues in over 2 years, and Winston Abreu designated for assignment. Kazmir starting tonight. We also caught up with Bradford and asked him how he was feeling lately.
I feel like I'm ready to go. I think we've done everything in rehab we can do to get ready, and ready to get out there and get in the game. I just got to make sure that mechanics are consistent and keeping the ball down in the zone, and no different than anybody else. Just it looks a lot different.
Bradford with our Geico quote of the game, and he is down in the bullpen, a familiar place for him, and he is glad to be back. While he returns to the roost in the bullpen, one bird did not, and that was the Eagle during our pregame ceremony in the national anthem. The Eagle was supposed to return to the handler, but there it is on top of the Batter's Eye restaurant, right on the S of Rays. The good thing is he hasn't moved in a while, but he still has to be retrieved at some point, you would think. Despite that, we're ready for baseball. We go upstairs to Dwayne and Kevin.
All right, Todd, that's Phoenix, an African fish eagle. Phoenix took flight during the playing of the national anthem and decided to get a bird's eye view, if you will, from center field.
Waiting for the game, and then Pat Benatar.
Call balls and strikes from that perch up there. Take a look at the starting lineup for Florida. Chris Coughlin's going to lead it off. He's in left field. Emilio Bonifacio is at third, hitting second. Hanley Ramirez at short. Cantu, Gload, and Ugla down the middle. Ross in center. Again, Ronnie Polino will catch. Brett Carroll is at right field, hitting ninth.
And lefty Scott Kazmir is back, and historically he pitches well at home. The numbers are before the injury, the 7.69 earned run average, and we're ready for a first pitch here.
First pitch to Coughlin inside. A fastball to start it. 1 ball, no strikes. The Marlins are 18-8 in games they have seen left-handed starting pitching. There's a strike. It's 1-1. They're hitting .259 off lefties. But against left-handed starters, at least in the outcome of those games, they've gone 10 games over 500. That's a strike. 1-2. Happy to present this game in high definition tonight from Tropicana Field. And a wave and a miss. Coughlin went after a pitch upstairs. That would have been the high slider.
Good start for Scott Kazmir. Got ahead 1-2. Yep, it was a slider, a little breaker up, but Coughlin chases it. First inning really key for Scott tonight. That's a good beginning.
Well, the first man retired on strikes, 1 away. There's Bonifacio hitting .247. Fastball up and away. Bonifacio hitting .295 against left-handed pitching. Takes this one high. 2-0. Florida starting the night a game over 500. The Marlins are 38-37. Freddie Gonzalez, their skipper. Now ball 3 is up. 3-0. The last time Kazmir was out there was against Oakland on the 20th of May. Pitched 4 1/3 innings, gave up 7 runs on 8 hits. He finds the strike zone. It's 3-1. He struck out 3 in that one and walked 4. And the walk total overall this year, before he went on the disabled list, was higher than he would like. And there's ball 4, down and in.
The Rays defensively. Take a look at the outfield. Carl Crawford in left. Once again, B.J. Upton in center. Gabe Gross in right. Evan Longoria at third. Jason Bartlett at short. Ben Zobrist at second base. And Carlos Pena at first. Michelle Hernandez gets a start tonight behind the plate. Today's defensive alignment review brought to you by Sweet Bay Supermarket, where saving you money is our passion.
Now it's Hanley Ramirez. And as we noted in the opening, he has been red hot. Continued to swing a dangerous bat last night. A little extra on the fastball, and that's a strike. He got it by Ramirez.
Yeah, getting a little lather going, 92 miles an hour now. He threw a 3-0 fastball to Bonifacio. That 92 also. So that's good news.
Runner takes off. The pitch off speed is high and away, and it's going to be a steal. Picked a good pitch to run on, the changeup.
Yeah, basically going first move. And Michelle Hernandez really had no chance. Made it closer than it should have been, especially on a changeup. Made it a lot closer than it should have been.
14th steal for Bonifacio. Fastball again, and Ramirez missed that. It's 1-2 now.
Yeah, it's been a while since Scott's been out there, so everybody wants to get together on what the signs are. With a runner at second base.
Yeah, the Eagle has landed.
What a beauty.
Taking in the view from atop the Batter's Eye restaurant, and now all is well. Foul ball beyond the third base coach, Bo Porter. Ramirez the hitter, Cantu on deck. We're just underway. 1 on, 1 out. Outside of third. Count remains a ball, 2 strikes.
Well, at least Scott's changing speeds, because the last couple of starts we saw him, he was just throwing pretty much all fastball. He's using all of his pitches here in the first inning. That's a good sign.
The runner and the 1-2. It's fouled away. A fastball.
Got that one up to 93 miles an hour. Good pitch. Down and away.
He last pitched on Monday in Durham. 6 innings in that game. Gave up a run on 5 hits. A piece of it, another fastball, and Ramirez just got enough to stay alive.
Yeah, he's got good life on the fastball. It's 93 now, back-to-back 93s. Before the injury, he was pitching at about 89, so definitely he feels better. That's a good pitch right there.
The pitch is down. Bonifacio steals third base. After the walk, he's at third with 1 out and a 2-2 count to Ramirez. He's picked his spots well. He's had good jumps in stealing second and third.
Yeah, both times he stole off speed pitches. Thrown by Scott.
2-2. Foul again, a fastball. Ramirez extending this at bat. The next pitch will be the 10th of the at bat. Third with one out. 2-2. And a ground ball headed to third. Longoria is placed to first. The run scores. Ramirez, a long at bat, finally drives in the run with a bounding ball down to Longoria.
Pretty good sequence by Scott to get a really hot hitter handling Ramirez out. A little chopper to third. No chance to go at home right there. You got to make sure you get the out across the infield. Longoria did the right thing. Ball was hit too slowly, number one, and Bonifacio had a great break off of third base on contact.
So the bases are empty, and here's Jorge Cantu. Which was close, but it missed 1-0. And a couple of steals and a ground ball, and the Marlins have a run without the benefit of a hit. It's 2-0 to Cantu. Zobrist out from second base into right center. Run off the play now by Gross, and Gabe makes the catch. So the Marlins score a run. We go to the bottom of the first. The Rays are coming in to hit. Look at Joe Madden's lineup tonight. B.J. Upton again leading off, followed by Carl Crawford, who's swinging a hot bat again. Evan Longoria third, Pena, Zobrist, and Burrell down the middle. Pat the DH. Gabe Gross in right, Jason Bartlett in short. Michel Hernandez hits ninth. He'll catch.
Big right-hander, 6'8", 22-year-old Chris Volstad, 5-7 with a 4.74 earned run average.
And the first pitch is in there. It's a strike, and for a young pitcher his size, he manages to keep everything together pretty well. We'll see how it goes tonight. This one is too low. 1-1.
He had a few lessons when he was a little bit younger by Jim Palmer.
Yep. So he's got a little bit of Palmer's delivery in him as a result of that. Volstad from across the state, Palm Beach Gardens. Count is 2-2. It's a pretty good tutorial to have as a young pitcher.
It sure is, and one of the things Jim Palmer told him was it's all about throwing strikes.
Full count now to Upton. Tonight's game simulcast in Spanish. You can access the audio feature by selecting the built-in SAP option on your television. We have foul ball, forcing another 3-2 pitch. Wellstats did a pretty good job of containing his walks this year. He's just under 90 innings and 26 walks.
65 strikeouts to go with that.
3-2, broken bat, not a popper. It's going to be handled by the shortstop Ramirez as the bat wound up deep short.
Take a look at the Florida Marlins defensively tonight. Chris Coughlin in left field. Cody Ross back out there in center. Brett Carroll gets a start in right. Emilio Bonifacio at third. Hanley Ramirez at short. Dan Uggla at second. Ross Float at first. Ronnie Paulino gets a start behind the plate. The defensive alignment review brought to you by Sweet Face Supermarket.
Here's Carl Crawford. Which is low. 1-0. There's a strike. This weekend, the last opportunity for fans to vote for your favorite Brave for the All-Star game coming up in St. Louis, and you fully expect Carl Crawford to be there.
Most definitely, and he didn't like that call by Jerry Meals. Thought it was off the inside corner.
And he chases this pitch, the breaking ball down and in, and he has a parting word as he leaves the plate area, headed back to the dugout. Going to bring up Evan Longoria. Evan hitting .312, second in the league in runs batted in. Strike call. Foul ball puts Evan behind 2 strikes. Wellstats coming off a win over the Yankees his last time out. Marlins beat them 6-5. He gave up 3 runs in 6 innings with 4 strikeouts and a walk. Ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, he's watching him because I was with Palmer in spring training a couple of years with the Orioles, and I caught him a lot. Right over the top. Very similar. Jim Palmer.
And strike 3 call on a breaking ball. 2 strikeouts in the inning. We'll take a look at the break on that pitch. We're at the end of an inning. It's 1-0 Florida.
It feels like they put the band back together again, referring to Scott Kazmir. Joe talked about all the changes he made mechanically, but he said you won't see too much of a difference tonight. Maybe a little shorter stride, and maybe he won't be falling off towards the third base side as much. That's at least what they hope, guys. Back to you.
All right, first pitch to Ross Glode is down and in, and that might not seem like a lot, but it would be a lot.
It would be a ton. And the reason for the shorter stride.
Liner into right, charged by Gross, and he makes the catch. That's the first out. For the news that touches your life, turn to the St. Petersburg Times, winner of 2 2009 Pulitzer Prizes for excellence in journalism. To subscribe to the Times, the official newspaper of the Tampa Bay Rays, call 877 The Times or visit tampabay.com. Now Dan Uggla. Yeah, those are two things that could make a big difference.
Well, yeah, the reason for the shorter stride is so you can get over your front leg and get through the ball. If you stride too far, you're almost recoiling. Your arm doesn't catch up. You don't bend the back and get over the front leg. Scott's delivery, pretty good alignment. Gets over the front leg, little flex of the knee, and then the leg always straightens out on release.
1-0, and that's driven into left field. Going to be over the head of Carl Crawford off the wall. Uggla's going to dig for 2, and the throw's offline. He's in there. A 2-base hit off the left field wall for Dan Uggla. And the Marlins pick up the first hit of the game.
A fastball, it's just right down the middle. It's pretty much where Hernandez was setting up. Michelle was kind of setting up down the middle, and that's exactly where the ball was.
Brings up Cody Ross. The man at second and 1 out. Hernandez goes to the mound to chat with Kazmir. Zobrist and Bartlett in to make sure they have their communication squared away.
Yeah, what you want to know again what the signs are with the runner at second base, what sequence Scott Kazmir wants to use. The infielders need to know if fastball's coming or slider or changeup.
Ross hitting .279. It's a strike. Not a lot of at-bats in the Marlins lineup against Kazmir. Ross is 1 out of 2 against him. Uggla had gone 1 for 4 before he doubled. Fly ball center field. Upton's going to have to go back for this one, but he makes the grab. And Uggla hangs on at second base. So 2 gone in the second. Ronnie Polino, the catcher, is on his way to the plate. Here's a guy with some power. He's hitting .313 against lefties. 3 of his 4 home runs have come against left-handed pitching. That's pretty much been his history.
He's got those hands right out over the plate. Scott's ratio of strikes to balls is pretty good so far. 29 pitches, 17 strikes.
And he throws a strike to Polino. 1-1. These two facing off for the first time. And a turn, and Uggla is just back in. Zobrist put the tag on him and tumbled as he did so.
Nice play. Kazmir looking right at second base, and as soon as Ben breaks. He wheels and throws to second base, and he almost got ugly. This is a good play right here. Not so sure he didn't get ugly.
I'll tell you. He may have gotten that hand under the tag, but that was a very good look. That overhead shot.
Excellent.
Now it's 1-2 to Ronnie Polino. Upstairs, fastball. 2-2. Into short left, off speed. Bartlett making the call. He's got it. That retires the side. Bottom of the second, Carlos Pena is going to lead it off. The Rays down 1-0. Schedule. In there you'll find a $5 off coupon for a pair of tickets to see the Rays on Saturday nights at Minotaur's Inn tonight. Don't miss the top 40 music sensation Smash Mouth following the game July 11th when the Rays take on the A's. Hess Express, a presenting partner of the 09 Rays Summer Concert Series.
Spider-Man's here.
Everybody's a Rays fan. We've seen them throughout the country in Rays gear. It's a strike as Carlos Shorten on the bat with the shift in order.
And we've seen him do that 5 or 6 times recently, especially in his first at bat.
Takes the pitch down. 1-1. Carlos hitting .238. He's 7th in the league in runs batted in, leads the league in home runs. One and two. Breaking ball. Well, he threw a nice curveball to Longoria to end the first.
Yeah, he's got a good one right over the top. 6'8". That right over the top delivery. It's tough on the hitters.
Inside, a fastball. 2-2. Yeah, he's sort of right over the top with that curveball, and you're right. You can see the Jim Palmer influence.
Absolutely.
and a miss. It's 3 consecutive strikeouts. The first out here in the second. Well, our Firestone League leaderboard as Ben Zobrist steps in there. Albert Pujols hit a couple for the Cardinals today. He has 12 in the month of June. Ben Zobrist tied for second with 8. He has 16 for the season. A ball, no strikes. Ben continues to lead the league in slugging percentage. He's in the top 10 in on-base percentage, 7th in that department. Strokes it into right center field. Carroll closing and makes the catch. Zobrist made a bid for a potential extra base hit. It hung up long enough for Carroll.
Yeah, it did. I thought it was going to be in there at first. Had some hang time on it, and Carroll ran it down nicely. Then went down and got it. Squared it up nicely, too.
Here's Pat Burrell. Pitch is low. Last year, Volstad, as a rookie, was 6-4 with a .288 in 14 starts and 1 appearance out of the bullpen. He started last year at the AA level. There's a base hit off a 1-1 pitch, and the Rays have their first hit. An off-speed pitch, changeup, I think, to Burrell.
Yeah, it was. It was a little hard. 85-mile-an-hour changeup. That's the first one he's thrown and stayed up, and Pat shoots it right back through the middle. Got a nice differential on the curveball to the fastball. Curves at about 78 miles an hour, and a fastball so far is topping out about 92, 93. That's 14, 15 mile an hour differential. That's good. That's what you want. But that changeup was a little hard on that one.
Here's Gabe. Gross in right field again tonight for the Rays. Pitch is down. Gross was on base 4 times last night. 3 hits and a walk. Average stands at .288 at the moment. Strike at the knees. 1-1. Volstad made his big league appearance out of the bullpen. That was the one appearance he made that he did not start. He got a win in that one last year, and then started every other appearance. 2-1. Earl at first, 2 gone. That changeup. Gross was not expecting that.
No, it had some tailing action to it too. That was an effective one. That was hard too, but it had a great tail to it. 85-mile-an-hour changeup. He throws that changeup hard anyway. That's about his normal. 83 to 84, 85 miles an hour. That's his normal velocity on the change.
Tap foul. He had a base hit. In fact, he singled off a changeup in his first at bat last night against Johnson. He went 3 for 3 off Josh Johnson and then later walked. Still 2-2 with the foul ball.
Yeah, Volstad tried to get him on that curveball, and Gabe was fighting it. We've seen enough of those. Longoria and Carlos Pena saw some really good curveballs, so Gabe wasn't going to let that one go.
And a foul ball again. Deflected foul ball, and force another pitch from the young right-hander. Away, and about the same speed as the other ones we've seen, around the mid-80s, 84, 85.
Good at bat by Gabe Gross once again. He lays a good at bat on you. Just works a count, sees pitches, fights it off, looking for one mistake.
3-2, Burrow on the move, and the pitch is fouled. So another pitch to come, and Pat Burrow will retrace his steps and do it all again with 2 outs and a full count.
And Paulino called back-to-back changeups there. Called it 2-2, so he said, well, he missed, we'll call it 3-2, and Gabe was able to hang in there. Two-seamer away.
3-2. It's fouled back and the other way off the facing of the upper deck. So now it's Gross who is extending an at bat. That's 10 pitches in this at bat for Gabe.
Yeah, he's seen everything. He's seen curves, a few changeups, 4-seam fastballs, 2-seam fastballs. He's seen the whole arsenal of what Volstad throws. Comes the changeup again.
3-2 with a runner going, and a wave and a miss. He got him, struck him out. The Rays leave a man. We go to the third, 1-0 Florida. You under our wing by the Collection. Love cars? Join the club. And by Dolphin Carpet and Tile, guaranteed lowest prices on quality flooring. First pitch to Brett Carroll, the right fielder, is down.
Oh, good pitch too.
1-0 the count.
Scott wanted that one.
Behind 2-0 to start the inning. He had a nice second inning. He gave up the double to Ugla, but that was it, and he made just 11 pitches in that inning. There's a shot deep into left field, and that's going to get out of here. 2-0 fastball, and Carroll hits his second home run to make it 2-0. Both his homers have come against left-handers. Not much question here.
No, that's Michel Hernandez was setting up in, which is a dangerous thing, 2-0, to try to go in. Because if you miss, that can happen right there. That's a hitter's count. That's why he's in the lineup against the lefty. So I don't really like to see 2-0 fastball in. There's no margin for error. I like to see guys pitch in, but not on hitters counts like that.
Foul ball by Chris Coghlan. Strike one. So a run in the first and a run in the third. Loses the bat as he swings and misses. 0-2.
He hits him way out in front right here. Pretty good slider, pretty good changeup going today.
There's strike three. He caught the corner with that one. Second strikeout. Both have been Coghlan. Reminder fans, the Checkers Citrus Series wraps up tomorrow. Checkers will donate $1,000 to the winning team's charity of choice, and you will win a 3-piece of Checkers Classic Wings. For details, see sunsportstv.com following the conclusion of tomorrow's game. One out. Bonifacio. Pitch to him is down and away. 1-0. He walked his first time. Stole his way around the bases to second and third. Scored on the ground ball by Ramirez. Late on the fastball. It's 1-1.
Good life on it too by Kazmir. 92-mile-an-hour fastball. It was a ball, but it had some late life to it.
Home run hit by Carroll, the 8th allowed this year by Scott Kazmir. Did he go? He did not, says Mike DeMuro.
That's what Mike DeMuro sees from the first base position.
That's pretty close.
That's very close. What Mike DeMuro didn't see was the barrel of the bat go and break his wrists there. Barrel of the bat go out in front of the plate.
And that's a strike. And the count is now full. Normally umpires don't like this move.
Yeah, that's a nice job of framing it by Hernandez right there. Bonifacio doing a little umpiring, and Jerry Meals says, you're going to come back, son.
3-2. Strokes it up the right side. That's got some twist and will be foul, out of play. As it's sliced off the bottom of the sidewall beyond the bullpen. Florida jumping to a 2-0 lead. A run here in this inning on the home run by Brett Carroll. And another foul, out of play. Had to go off speed there. outside. That's going to be foul. One hop out of play.
You have to play him over there more. Stay right there, Gabe. The outfield is shifted over, way over to the right. Bonifacio is late on the Kazmir fastball.
One more time, 3-2. He is still alive. I think he made contact. So that's a foul ball. Michel Hernandez tried to sell it, but it's a foul ball, says Jerry Meals.
Yeah, I think he just boxed it. I don't think he hit it. I don't think there's any contact at all. It hit Michel Hernandez right in the heel of his glove, not in the pocket.
So he gets another shot. 3-2 again. And a chopper headed toward the middle, a short hop, and it skips past Bartlett into center field for a base hit. So there's a runner at first with one out. Stop in the Bay Area Beef O'Brady's Restaurant. Sign up your mom to win a Rays VIP fan pack, including a meet and greet with a Rays player, Rays jersey, tickets, field passes, and a $100 gift card to Beefs. Deadline to enter is July 29th. We'll see you at Beefs. Now Hanley Ramirez with Bonifacio at first base again. Pitch is popped foul right side. Will it be playable? Pena down there, and oh, what a catch by Pena. Over the shoulder with his back to the infield. Carlos Pena turns in a very, very fine play there.
Very tough play over the shoulder. He took a little peek where he was next to the stands there just to make sure how many strides he could go, and then he tracked the ball down and made an over the shoulder. Great catch, especially with great hitting. Hanley Ramirez put him away on one pitch.
The energized defensive play brought to you by Progress Energy. Progress Energy's energized defensive play. 2 outs. Here's Jorge Cantu now over to first. Bonifacio is back in there.
One thing Scott did too on that pitch is he went modified slide step and went quick to the plate because of Bonifacio's speed, and kind of snuck in there on Hanley Ramirez.
And a toss over there for the third baseman is back in. Runs, 3 hits for Florida, including the leadoff home run by Brett Carroll in this inning. With the lead from the overhead shot. Pitch is low. 1-0 the count. Over there. Kazmir, because of the extended at bat in the first inning by Hanley Ramirez, made 22 pitches in that inning. Then 11 in the second. Around 18 here so far in the third. That's a strike. You keep it into that 12 to 15 pitch per inning. That's really what you're looking for.
Yeah, that ball jumped too. See, that ball had some life on it. I like his stuff today. I think all 3 pitches, he's looking so much better than what we saw over a month ago.
The foul back. Fastball.
See, he's pitching at 92, where most of the season he would get it to 92 occasionally when he needed to. Most of the season he was 89, 90. He's pitching at 92, 93. That's a big difference for him. You know, his fastball 92, 93, good slider and changeup. That's good differential.
Down and in, the runner takes off, and the throw is not in time. Ball down and in and popped away from Hernandez. It's going to be a wild pitch.
Well, Bonifacio broke as soon as it hit the dirt. Michelle Hernandez blocks it nicely, but Bonifacio had a good secondary lead, and as soon as the ball hit the dirt, before it even, watch, that should hit right there. He's gone. He didn't hesitate to see how far the ball was blocked away from Michelle Hernandez. He knew it was going to be a tough pitch. As soon as it hit the dirt, he took off.
Now a 2-2 count on Cantu. And did he go? Yes, he did, says Mike DeMuro. Cantu out on strikes, trying to check his swing. So we're through 2.5. It's 2-0 Florida. We'll check in with Todd Callis.
Thank you, Dwayne. At the Bill Curry Ford dealership in Tampa, it was the grand prize giveaway in the
I had promised her, with God's help, I was going to do something for her. I had cars all over in my office to show. It was a vision. It was something I want, because she is such a good kid. She's never given me but 6 months of trouble in her whole life.
Oh, wow. Well, congratulations. It's been a blessed day. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you. And I want to thank all the people at Sun Sports, Lottery, and...
It's been a great day for Josephine, her daughter Geraldine, James over here. Guys, they have had a remarkable day, and it's all part of the Florida Lottery Mustang Money giveaway. Thanks, Josephine.
Motor Company, thank you.
Well, that's a great story, and boy, you're happy when a winner is someone like Josephine, and we wish her daughter all the best. She's got a new Mustang. One out here. Michelle Hernandez takes a pitch for a strike. 1-1. Michelle hitting .270. And a chopper down to third. Scoop there by Bonifacio, and the throw to first is in time. Scoop with that glove. 2 up, 2 down against Ballstaff.
Nice play by Bonifacio, getting that short hop. What you're supposed to do, charge the ball so you get the shorter hop. You don't get caught in between. Makes a nice play. Can't wait back on these little choppers. He goes up, a nice short hop on the run for the strike.
A.J. Upton takes a pitch down and away. 1-0 count. A.J. popped to the shortstop. Ramirez his first time. Ball down and away. 2-1. Three balls and a strike. Full count. You can see why the Marlins like this young right-hander.
He's got good stuff. Pitches at about 91 to 93. He's got a good curveball.
And he throws one 3-2 to Upton and walks him. The first walk allowed. Comes with 2 outs, and we'll get Carl Crawford to the plate.
You know, he's got a good changeup too. That one he threw to Gabe Gross to strike him out. I mean, he stayed with it. Paulino kept calling it, and he threw a really good one. Got 3 good pitches.
He was a first-round pick for the Marlins in 05. 16th pick in that draft. There's Crawford. Upton is backhand at first. We'll see him here with the base runner with some speed over at first. Second base runner for the Rays. Pat Burrell singled with 2 outs in the second. Upton has walked with 2 outs in the third.
Yeah, and this is part of his game that he knows he's got to work on. Holding base runners, because he has 6'8". Not that easy for a guy that big to do slide step. Take a lot off your ball. He likes to get over the front leg.
There goes BJ. Pitch is a strike, and the throw. Oh, it's in time. He is out. Ramirez putting the tag on him, and that retires the side. We are through 3, headed into the 4th. 2-0 Florida. Leading the Rays. Time for our Aflac trivia question. Aflac, we've got you under our wing. Which Rays pitcher has never allowed a run to the Florida Marlins in 22 2/3 innings pitched? First pitch to Ross Glode. It's in there for a strike. Glode line to right his first time. Hit the ball pretty well that time. Takes a big cut. Now the count's on 2.
Slider right there. Fastball 92. The slider. Strike 1, strike 2.
Ball and 2 strikes. Ugla next. Then Ross. Wave and a miss. Came back with a slider again and got him this time to chase it. It's 4 strikeouts for Scott Kazmir.
That's a good 2-strike pitch right there, down in the zone. Nice block right here by Michelle Hernandez. It's Glode to chase.
And Ugla, that pitch found its way. Ball, no strikes. Nothing. Oh, it's 3-0 to Ugla. Kazmir takes a little stroll behind the mound.
Will be swinging too if he sees a good fastball he likes.
He takes a strike. 3-1. Yeah, you're right about that. Zone and try to find a good fastball. He loves the fastball. 3-2.
Good sequence right there. Came back with a changeup. Well, that's why I thought he might jump on that 3-0 fastball. That was a pretty good pitch for him to hit. He was taken all the way. 3-1. He got a changeup.
Ugla fouls that 3-2 changeup.
Ugla's not hitting for an average this year, but he's going to end up with 30 home runs and 100 RBIs probably before it's all said and done this year.
Fouls another one. Another changeup.
Scott's mixing up his pitch as well. He's thrown a lot of sliders, good ones for strikeouts. Got Cam 2 in the 3rd. He just got Ross Glode. Good change-ups here in this sequence to Dan Ugla. Makes the fastball that much better.
He'll try another 3-2 pitch for the 3rd time. It's hit on the ground to short. Bartlett comes up throwing. 2 outs with the bases empty. The Rays 10-game package has a nice ring to it. When you buy 2 or more packs, you'll receive the replica 2008 American League Championship ring, and you select the games of your choice. Call 888-FAN-RAYS or visit RaysBaseball.com to select your games and receive your replica ring. Cody Ross lifted a fly ball into center his first time. Takes a big cut to miss. Marlins do have some power sprinkled throughout their lineup, and they'll take big cuts toward that end.
And they've got 4 or 5 guys in this lineup that like to jump on that first fastball they see. So Scott threw him a nice first pitch changeup instead.
The line drive into left for a base hit. Ross will make the turn and hold. It's 4 hits allowed by Scott. So Ross aboard for Ronnie Polino.
Fastball right there. Power to the zone right there. 92 miles an hour.
It's 1-1.
It's deep enough in this game where he's definitely, you could say, it's a good outing for him because he's repeating his delivery, he's showing all his pitches, he's pitching at 92 with a fastball. This is really, so far, I consider it a good outing, a real solid outing for him.
Polino fouls it the other way, and so the count is 1-2. And you always wonder about a pitcher coming off the disabled list, where they are, how sharp they are, but the fact that he's had some rehab assignments in the minor leagues, a big step, and had a good one his last time out at Durham. Polino hits it on the ground to Bartlett. He'll take it to Zobrist. That's out number 3, and we go into the bottom of the 4th with Florida leading 2-0. To our Aflac trivia question. Aflac, we've got you under our wing. Which race pitcher is never allowed a run to the Florida Marlins, covering 22 2/3 innings pitched? The answer to our Aflac trivia question is right-hander Dan Wheeler, over 22 appearances.
Wow.
He was in the game last night, the 4th of 5 Rays pitchers.
That's a long string right there.
Carl Crawford was at the plate in the third when B.J. Upton was caught trying to steal. So he starts his at bat again. 1 strike the count. Quickly behind, 0-2. Wallstad out there has had a nice presence about him.
Sure has.
22. You take a 22-year-old kid who's 6'8", you think they might have some problems putting that delivery together. He's actually looked very good.
Yeah, he's got good alignment, good setup. He's able to repeat his delivery, good alignment with his feet, with his stride. He's able to get over the front leg, finish off his pitches.
Ground ball to second, covered by Ugla. But the throw to first is still in time to get Crawford. 1 out. Evan Longoria. Strike 1. Evan was called out on strikes when Wallstad threw him a great breaking ball on a 1-2 pitch in the first inning. Takes the breaking ball outside. 1-1. Has the jump. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, and Paulino's calling a nice game for him. He doubles up on the curveball. He missed with one, came right back with it. A little fastball away.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And a popper. Right side, short right. Carroll in from right field. 2 gone. Sign up at Cain's Furniture for a chance to meet one of your favorite Rays players. And if Rays pitchers come up with 10 strikeouts in a home game, log on to CainStrikeout.com and put a voucher that can be redeemed at Cain's for a free Papa John's pizza. Get to Cain's today. Carlos Pena about to step in there. Rays have just the 1 hit by Pat Burrell in the second. The ground ball outside of first. Strike 1.
Well, he's keeping everybody off balance. I mean, there's no pattern to his pitching. Part of that's the game calling of Paulino, but he's able to execute his pitches. A lot of more changes, of course, to the left-handers.
1-1.
But even that, he gets 91 off the inside corner. What do you look for? Curveball, changeup here.
Well, he comes back with a fastball.
Fastball away. That's what I'm saying. There's no pattern.
One and 2 the count to Carlos. He hits it a long way to the opposite field. That ball is going to go. Home run. An opposite field home run for Carlos Pena. And the Rays are on the board. That's his 23rd home run of the year.
Here comes the spike curveball. Carlos going right with that. I know Carlos will look for pitches, which is tough to do with 2 strikes, but he did strike out on a curveball in the second inning, so I'm sure Carlos was thinking in the back of his mind, well, he's going to try to get me again with 2 strikes to that curve, and He had a nice short swing, went the opposite field.
That's his 100th home run in a Rays uniform. He is now second on the all-time Rays home run list. That puts him ahead of Freddie McGriff. Fred hit 99 in a Rays uniform. That's number 100 in a Rays uniform for Carlos Pena. He now will chase Aubrey Huff for the all-time Rays home run lead.
Oh, he's strong. That was a nice short swing right there. Good 2-strike swing. He didn't get fooled on that curveball at all.
Pitch is inside. Now it's 3-1 to Zobrist. So 23 home runs for Carlos Pena. That, by the way, is number 99 for the Rays this year. And there's ball 4. So Zobrist draws the walk following the home run.
You know, that's what the Rays do well anyway. First time around the lineup. You know, Volstad establishes all of his pitches, and then, you know, the guys know how he got him out, so, you know, they start making some adjustments. The Rays are very good at making adjustments second and third time around the lineup when a guy's throwing well against them.
Now Pat Burrell, he's singled into center. A changeup through the middle to pick up the Rays' first hit. The pitch is a strike on the outside edge, a fastball to start Pat. Zobrist back on the bag.
Yeah, he might pick a curveball count here as well as steal a base. And that's exactly what the Marlins were thinking.
Pitch is low. Was a breaking ball. Lino with a strong arm, and we saw that he threw out Upton in the third. Coming into this game, though, he'd thrown out a little over 19% of the runners attempting to steal against him. 2-1.
Yeah, if you're throwing out about 30%, that's major league average more or less these days. Used to be, yeah, you had to throw 45% to be good. Anything above that was considered good 20 years ago, but now it's 30% is league average.
2-1, and he pops it back into center field. Ross to his left and in a few steps. That retires the side. Rays get on the board. An opposite field home run by Carlos Pena. It's 2-1 Marlins through 4. He's the number 9 hitter. And at the moment, the difference in this game, when he hit his second home run of the year in the third, he pops up the bunt attempt. Foul. No play on that one. Strike one.
And that home run, he crushed that home run. He has hit home runs in the minor leagues. 19 one year in Albuquerque a couple of years ago. 18 another year. Normally not very selective at the plate. Big strikeout to walk ratio differential.
Well, he got ahead in the third. Belted it out.
Yep, 2-0 count. Ball just got out over the plate. They were trying to go in. Missed location. But he will chase. And his strikeout to walk ratio historically throughout the minors, 4-1 the wrong way.
Takes a high fastball. 1-2. This one a long way foul. A changeup. We've seen much more of a mix tonight from Kazmir, I think, than we've seen in any of his other starts before he went on the disabled list.
No doubt. Absolutely. Really changing speeds well. He's got a good look on his face, too. Confident demeanor. When you're healthy leg and refined mechanics, should give confidence.
2-2. And it's pop foul the right side. That's going to be out of play. So that's, of course, another 2-2 pitch.
That's changeup. That's good pitching right there. He's changing speeds well. 80 pitches, 53 for strikes. Now, Joe Madden, I know it said it probably around 95 pitches tonight would be tops. 95, maybe 100.
Terrell fouls it back, a fastball.
He's on that fastball. He likes that number 1. You can see that. He takes a big hack.
One more time, and a broken bat ground ball to third. Longoria throws him out. The bat right next to the bag at third, but in foul territory, one away. For the past 125 years, the St. Petersburg Times has been a part of the Tampa Bay community. From investigative journalism to award-winning sports coverage, the Times is Tampa Bay's newspaper of choice. To subscribe, call 877-THE-TIMES or visit TampaBay.com. Top of the order again. Chris Coughlin up for the third time. And a baseball strike to start him.
Yeah, just powered it right in there. I mean, just fluid, smooth delivery. Good life on the fastball.
Kazmir has been ahead of Coughlin all night. This is the pitch, and it's 1-1 now. We got him in the first with a 1-2 slider up. He swung and missed. Struck him out with the slider in the third. There's Chad Bradford. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That change of speed had him out in front. Ball.
Take a little off, put a little on.
1-2. Florida scored a run without the benefit of a hit in the first. Walk, 2 steals and a ground ball. Carroll hit the home run in the third. The Rays got their run in the fourth on the Pena home run. Swing and a miss. Coughlin out again for the third time. Got them on the slider all 3 times. That's 5 strikeouts for Kazmir.
Yeah, this is a good slider right here. Look at that. Good tilt down and away. 83 miles an hour, gets over the front leg. See him bend the back right there. That was nice. Good finish.
So 2 outs with the bases empty, and here is Emilio Bonifacio. He has walked and singled, picked up a couple steals in the first, and scored a run. Shortens on the bat, takes the pitch, it's low. Pretty close pitch right there.
The difference in umpires. You saw that happen last night. He ran out of the box and threw a pitch just like that. Dale Scott called a strike because he came out of the box right there. That was a good pitch. Scott wanted it.
She's upstairs, 2-0.
Yeah, this is good right here by Michel Hernandez, because this is the guy you want to end it right here. 2-1 game. This could be his last hitter. I'm guessing it probably is. Got 90 pitches right now. Make sure you bear down, get this guy. You don't want Hanley Ramirez coming up in this inning, especially after the Rays just cut the lead in half. You want Scott to finish on a good note.
That's a strike on the corner. 2-1. Fly ball center field. BJ is there. Bonifacio is out of there, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the 5th coming up. 2-1 Florida. The bat of Hanley Ramirez in the first. Got another run in the third on a Brett Carroll home run, his second of the year. That came on a 2-0 pitch. The Rays got their run in the 4th inning. Carlos Pena went the other way. Hit a 1-2 breaking ball out. His 23rd home run of the year. Good house tonight for the middle game of this series. Rays and the Marlins. Rays winners last night. It was a 7-3 final. Gabe Gross goes after the first one and fouls it out of play. Strike 1. Bartlett next, and then Michel Hernandez. 0-2.
You had Gabe last time on a changeup. Gabe battled pretty well though. Went 3-2, kept fouling pitches off.
All 2 strikes. And he had an extended at bat. 11 pitches before Volstad got him with a changeup. This one foul the other way and out of play.
There's the changeup right there. Gabe able to fight that one off. A piece of it.
And the pitch a bit inside.
A little umpiring right there on the mound.
It's a 2-2 count right now.
Good location though, in off the inside corner.
And time called, and he just flipped it to the backstop. Now that is an Ephus pitch.
That's an Ephus pitch. That's a true Ephus pitch right there. That's what you're taught though too. If somebody calls time in the middle of your delivery, continue your delivery to a point. Don't stop, you may hurt yourself. So
you have to start shooting the pitches wider.
Yeah.
2-2 foul back into the screen.
Protection swing right there by Gabe. A little short swing to stay alive again. Keep doing that so you hopefully you get a mistake. You square one up.
Popped up, and it's going to be a foul ball, and it will be out of play.
Yeah, he got a good pitch. He was all over it. That's what he was looking for. Pitches seen and 2 at bats. Another good at bat for Gabe Gross. Let's see if it's time for that changeup again.
The pitch is low. It was.
Yep. Well, you recognize Gabe had a really good swing on the last fastball, so I didn't think he was going to see that again. At least not back to back.
So full count. The chopper right side, big hop, blown. The Volstad covering. That's the first out. Well, 2 extended at bats for Gross. 1 away in the 5th. And Jason Bartlett will hit.
And Ronnie Paulino doubled up his calls on the changeup. And got Gabe again on the changeup. This time the ground ball to the right side.
There's Jason Bartlett. Looking for his first hit tonight. 0 for 1. Pitch is down and away. He'll get some little darting action on his fastball down.
It does. Late life.
2 balls, no strikes. And it picks up the corner. In to Bartlett. Full count. Rays trail by a run. The Red Sox leading the East. Won today, a 1-0 final in Atlanta. There's a base hit and more. Up the right field line. Bartlett on his way to second. A bobble out there by Carroll, but Bartlett was going to be in there anyway. Has himself a double. His 14th double of the year.
And he's talking about doubles. He doubled up on the curveball, and Bartlett was ready for it. Nice short swing. Shoots at the right field out there for the Checkers double of the game. A little bit of a pattern there. Now, all game long, he hasn't pitched too many patterns, but he's been doubling up on the changeups and doubling up on the curveball. But Jason was definitely ready for it.
So the Rays have Bartlett in scoring position with one out. And Michel Hernandez about to step in there. Grounded to third, his first time up. Start of the turn as Bartlett retreats towards second base.
And it's a good time to try to do it if you can get the right count. Steal third base with one out.
Pitch is down, blocked by Molina. A breaking ball, and Hernandez took it for a ball.
Got to really pick your spot, so obviously you got to be 100% sure you can make it. You don't want to run yourself out of an inning here. You got BJ on deck, and he's swinging a hot bat.
Hernandez takes another look. This one a fastball low. 2-0.
I always like the threat too of a guy being at second base until the count gets deeper, because the pitcher's worried about you stealing third. Once you get to third, he doesn't have to worry about it anymore. Concentrates on the hitter more.
Butler breaking to the bag and a step back by Wallstead.
Yeah, that's good right there by Bartlett, because hopefully he'll make a mistake or won't bounce that curveball if he does throw it. He'll give Michel more of a pitch to hit. And also give his catcher more of a pitch to throw on.
2 balls, no strikes. The pitch drops in there, then around the knees. 2-1.
Yeah, here's Hanley Ramirez. This is some leadership right here. He's saying, hey, you know what? Don't worry about Bartlett. Concentrate on this hitter right here.
Pinched in there a bit at second base. And the pickoff play. Bartlett back in there. Bartlett's at second base with one out. A 2-1 count to Michel Hernandez. Pitch just off the plate. Not by much. 3-1.
Yeah, Paulino tried to bring it in a little bit, but it was definitely out. Take a look at Ronnie Paulino behind the plate trying to help bring this thing in right there. Let's just bring it in just a little bit. Jerry Meals says nope. It's outside.
And a pickoff play, and Bartlett is in there. Douglas again breaking to the second base bag.
See, that's all fine and good. I mean, Jason gets back. Close play. It's all fine and good. I mean, he's paying attention to Bartlett because he can steal third, but you got the number 9 hitter up here, and you got a 3-1 count. It's a hitter's count.
And the pitch swung on and a big chop towards second. Uggla trying to scoop it, can't. Everybody's going to be safe, and that ball rolled into no man's land about halfway down the third base line, where they had Volstad, Uggla, and Bonifacio all chasing it. Hernandez will get credit for a base hit.
Yeah, he got a 3-1 fastball and chopped it out in front of the plate. Ugla was covering the bag on a pickoff attempt. Then he went back. Then he came back in and couldn't get a good hop. But I just think Bartlett staying there affected Volstad so much that, you know, he couldn't throw his curveball to Michel Hernandez. He had to throw him fastball. So even though it wasn't a clean, crisp single, still got a pitch that you could put in play. That's what Bartlett did by being at second base right there. Took the concentration away from the hitter.
So the Rays pick up their 4th hit. Mark Wiley out there running this conference on the mound. Every Sunday, as you know, is Family Fun Day presented by the St. Petersburg Times. You can get a ticket, Pepsi product, and snacks starting at just $18. Come out tomorrow, Sunday, when the Rays take on the Marlins, and the first 10,000 youngsters 14 and under receive a James Shields bobblehead presented by Geico. Call 888-FAN-RAYS or visit RaysBaseball.com. Top of the order for the Rays. Here's B.J. Upton. Martin at third, Hernandez at first. Volstad ready. And the bunt, first base side, is going to get the run home. And Upton is safe at first base. He got away from the tag. He was inside the runner's lane. And the Rays bumped the run home to tie the game at 2.
That is a great play right there. And that's, of course, by design. Seen the Rays do that many times. First and third situations. Safety squeeze. Gets the bunt down to first base. Nobody on the defensive side expected that. Avoids a tag. Hey, he's within the 45-degree 3-foot line right there, so he's not out of the baseline. Matter of fact, that's what you're supposed to run where BJ did.
Yeah, I mean, you can be called out for not running inside that lane.
You've got 3 feet. He's right there. He's right inside those 2 lines, which is 3 feet wide. That's a good call at first base. That's the right call by Mike Camburo. He did not get out of the baseline.
Well, that's a play that Joe Madden likes to pull out of the bag every once in a while.
It's a great one. I love that play.
And he worked it to perfection right there. The Rays got a bunt single and tie the game.
That is by design.
Here's Carl Crawford. Carl fouls it away. Strike 1.
And what the Rays have done now, they've knocked Chris Volstad's pitch count up in the mid-90s now. The bullpen is heating up big time down there. Tim Wood, Burke Badenhop.
He's got back-to-back innings here where he's been over 20 pitches. Crawford fouls it. 2 strikes.
Here's where Carl's been good. He's really been grinding at bats out. He don't want to give this one away. Keep grinding, keep fouling some pitches off. I'm sure he's not going to see a good fastball here. See something breaking in the dirt.
And a low liner. Ugla picks it up, goes to second out there. Hernandez trying to go to third, and he's going to be safe there. And low liner Ugla had to make the pickup on it and get Upton on the force at second. Hernandez hustles his way in under the play at third.
First of all, I was surprised Crawford got 3 fastballs in a row because he got a third one and squared it up. Surprised at that pitch, but because the ball was dropped, everybody froze. Well, that's the second out right there. Ramirez forgets, hey, you know what? We only got 2 outs. We get Hernandez at third. I'm sure he assumed Hernandez had already taken off, but everybody has to freeze on a line drive because if it's caught, it is a double play, either at second or first.
So here's Longoria, throw to first, and Crawford's back in. Well, Ramirez hesitated just long enough to give Hernandez a chance to go to third and get in under the play.
Yeah, Hernandez did the right thing. You've got to freeze on a line drive right there and try to get back to the bag. Ramirez just didn't recognize that Hernandez was still 50 feet from third base. By the time he did, he couldn't get anything on the throw. Of course, it's a tag at third.
No count to Longoria. A couple moves to first on Crawford. A ground ball to third, grabbed by Bonifacio. The throw to first is in time to retire the side. The Rays tie it. 3 hits, a couple left. 2-2 ball game through 5.
Authority of the Tampa Bay Rays and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Tampa Bay Rays.
Through 5, moving into the 6th inning from Tropicana Field. The Rays and the Marlins are tied 2-2. And Chad Bradford, just off the disabled list, will make his 09 debut.
Excellent earned run average last year, 2.12, and when he came to the Rays, earned runs average was under 1.5 in 21 games.
It's Hanley Ramirez putting down a bunt, and it's foul. Strike 1.
It's funny because we talked in the pregame about, in the open, about 2 5-tool players, and Hanley Ramirez just showed you one of his tools. I mean, he can run, hit with power, field, throw, and so can B.J. Upton. You know, last night B.J. swings a bat, opens up the game with a double off the wall. Tonight he has a bunt single and ties the game. I mean, these are 2 good 5-tool players, great athletes.
Strike to count to Ramirez. Pop foul. It's going to be out of play.
Look at that pitch.
It's a little different look.
That's a sailing slider from way down under. Look at this pitch float up and away to Hanley Ramirez. Look at that release point. I mean, that's off the rubber of the mat. Up and away. Usually the tilt is down and away. This is up and away.
Ball, 2 strikes. There's the delivery again.
And take a look at where he releases his ball. How low to the ground. That's about as low as I've ever seen anybody. You might remember back in the day, Cecil Upshaw, guys like that.
Yeah.
Submariners.
And before him, Ted Abernathy.
Ted Abernathy.
pitch very close.
Right.
2-2. We're scaring ourselves talking about guys like that.
I know. Let's see where this. That was inside. Way in. I love this overhead shot right here. It's inside by a good 6 inches. Not bad location though. And then off the inside corner. Well, Dan Quisenberry was one of those guys too. That was great.
And a little pop up. Zobrist retreating and makes the catch. Well, it's certainly dramatically a different look for a hitter to suddenly find Chad Bradford out there pitching against you.
Yeah, your normal eyesight's looking, with Scott Kazmir, you're looking up, above his left shoulder, looking for a release point up high, and now you're looking somewhere near the wide of the rubber on the mound.
Talk
about changing eyesight. Where you're looking.
It's a complete change. 1 strike. Bradford had arthroscopic surgery on his right elbow. That was in early February. Making his first appearance for the Rays tonight. 0-2.
Cantu is hitting it like it was pitched. Comes up there about 66. I'm gonna take the tennis racket and serve it over to right field there. It's tough to take a big swing off a pitch like that.
Bradford had made 9 rehab appearances before being activated. Back at third. Pick up and long throw by Longoria. A scoop on 1 hop by Pena, but he comes off the bag. Well, Cantu is aboard, and Evan found himself in a position where he had to back up on that one.
Yeah, he did. The ball had some big time top spin, and he had to back up so he can get a hop that he could pick. That's why he definitely had to back up, and then had to rush the throw because he was so deep at third base. Carlos does everything he can to try to stay on the bag and pick the ball at the same time, and he made the right choice. You got to get the ball first. Can't let that ball get by you, and Cantu could get to second. Giving Evan an error, that's a tough error.
Ross Claude takes a pitch inside, and that was pretty close.
Pretty good pitch. That's a tough error for Evan Longoria right there.
Yeah, that turned out to be a difficult play because the way the ball was hit.
Yeah, I mean, he had to back up. That's not one you can charge. He had big time topspin because of the way Bradford throws.
1-1, the count to Claude with a foul ball.
Can't get a whole lot of backspin on a submarine sinker ball like that.
Tie game, 2-2. We're in the top of the 6th. Just missed inside. 2-1. Line drive, that's a base hit into right. Cantu's going to stop at second. Claude singles. The Marlins have a couple men on with 1 out. Let's spring some action in the Rays bullpen. Dan Uggla is going to be the hitter. There's Grant Balfour. Getting loose in the bullpen now for the Rays.
Yeah, you've worked too hard to get back even in this game because Volstad been throwing an outstanding game, so you want to make sure you minimize any damage right here. Don't give it right back. This is a good matchup for Bradford because you got a Dan Uggla doesn't run that well, and you got a ground ball pitcher, and that's exactly what you want right here. Looking for a double play ball.
Uggla takes the first pitch for a strike. The right side, back of first, foul. 0-2. Rays tied it with a run in the bottom of the fifth, and the Marlins have put together a threat. And an error and the base hit. Two strikes.
Pretty good pitch. Coming in off the inside corner. That's good location right there. That's kind of a hitter you hit right into your left ankle.
On the corner. Caught him looking. Uggla's out on strikes.
Very good sequence. Chad Bradford, that last two-seamer in before this pitch. And the last pitch away was a slider, but the one before set up that slider right there. Good sequence.
It's always amazing when you think about a slider throwing it from that angle.
It is
as well.
It's amazing. You still get the same slider grip that you would if you're throwing overhand. You just throw it from down under.
It's Cody Ross. First pitch is a strike. Well, location and differential. Fastball about 79. Slider about 65.
That's about right. Actually, that's a bigger differential than normal.
Foul ball.
If you're throwing, 7, 8 miles an hour slower, I guess 14 miles is a pretty big differential between the fastball and slider.
Two men on with 2 men out in the sixth. And he pops him up. Short center. Zobrist out making the call. Now Upton's there to make the catch, and that retires the side. No runs, a hit, an error, 2 left. Bottom of the sixth coming. Pena to lead it off, tied 2-2. Carlos Pena to lead off the home half of inning 6 here at Tropicana Field. Got the Rays on the board in the 4th with his 23rd home run of the year. Number 100 in a Rays uniform. An opposite field shot for Carlos. And that continues the Toyota trend tonight. Toyota trend. Tropicana Field, the only stadium with at least one home run hit in every game this year. The Rays have hit 99 home runs as a team. And Carlos Pena, first pitch is a strike. Fastball. Chris Volstad still out there.
Yeah, he's pushing toward 100 now. He's got help behind him. This is probably his last inning of work.
It's away, and it's 1-1. 55 runs batted in now for Pena after the last in the 4th inning. Ball, 2-1.
There it is, 100 for Volstad. 60 strikes. That's actually below average as far as counting the zone.
Foul back. Another fastball. He's stayed with the fastball here in the 6th.
That's a credit to the Rays, though, because they don't chase. A lot of the guys don't chase and expand their own zones early in the count. So you make a guy come to you.
2-2 and a foul again on a fastball. Foul right back. We saw Tim Wood down in the bullpen. The 2-2. Foul again. Another fastball.
A lot of fastballs. Yeah, the last few hitters.
Pena hit a breaking ball out.
Yeah.
Bartlett hit a breaking ball up the right field line in the 5th. Two again. And he got him a swing and a miss. So Pena's out on strikes out in front of the pitch, and let's check with Todd Callis.
Going down in the Marlins bullpen, and with Matt Lidstrom on the DL until the latter part of next month for the Marlins, they were thinking Leo Nunez might be the closer for a while, but he's had kind of a tender right ankle. They tested it out today, and Freddie Gonzalez says he's ready to go. However, he doesn't think Nunez will be in the closer's role as of tonight. He wants to make sure he's out there and feeling comfortable. He may go to him earlier as Glode makes a nice play on the ground ball by Zobrist. He may go to Nunez earlier and still use Dan Meyer for a late inning save situation. Guys, back to you.
Well, they've had to shuffle it because of Lindstrom's being on the shelf. 2 outs. Pat Burrell will be the hitter.
Well, you know Pat will make them work. Unless it's just on a platter for him. Yeah, Volstad's gone as far as 107 pitches and 105 pitches this year.
Pitch is down. He's at 105 right now. 6 with that pitch. 106. Foul back. It's out of play. Fastball, and it's 1-1. He fed Pena a steady diet of fastballs, and then finally got him on that change. It's 2-1 to Burrell.
Yeah, he saw what Carlos could do with that curveball. Even though he struck him out in the 2nd inning on a curve, Carlos got a 2-strike curveball hit it out to left field.
3-1 to Pat Burrell. And there's ball 4. So he missed with a fastball to walk Burrell. Then we'll get Gabe Gross up there.
I kind of like this matchup for Gabe this time around. If they're letting him face Gabe Gross, because he's had 2 really good at bats, even though he has a strikeout and a ground out.
Yeah, and Volstad has both of those at bats eventually gone to a changeup to get him. Fastball, and he fouls it back. Strike 1. Well, Volstad's mentality is to be aggressive with a fastball here as he nears the end of the line.
Yeah, and Gabe was ready for it. I'm sure he'll see some more changeups in this at bat.
Couple of them here.
Yeah, he got a couple of high fastballs. He was all over both of them, and Gabe has to take a little walk. That's why I like the matchup. I just thought he'd have a couple of good swings, but now, of course, Volstad's ahead of him 0-2, which makes it much more difficult. You got to get 2 cookies to hit. Couldn't keep him in play.
Walk with 2 outs. He's at first. 2 strikes, the count to Gabe Gross. He fouls another fastball.
Volstad knows this is his last hitter, so he's just airing it out. Still expect him to drop a curve or even a change again, even 0-2.
And a foul ball back. 4 straight fastballs here. Gabe had an 11 pitch at bat in the second. He saw 9 pitches in the 5th inning. He's fouled off 4 straight fastballs, this time here in the 6th. Pitch away, he went with the change. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just a reminder, Burrell is back in. The Red Sox have won. The Blue Jays have lost. The Yankees were winning. The Rays tied with the Marlins 2-2 in the bottom half of the 6th.
There's that change again.
And a tap back off the glove. Picked up by Ugla, and the throw is in time. It goes 1-4-3. Gross is retired. So are the Rays. On to the 7th, 2-2. Baseball's biggest stars go head-to-head for one spectacular night in the summer's biggest event. Fox brings you every thrilling moment of the 2009 MLB All-Star Game. Coverage begins Tuesday, July 14th, live from St. Louis at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on Fox. Earl Crawford, a good shot of being there. Jason Bartlett. Of course, Joe Madden. Tony Polino leads off against Grant Balfour. Pitch is down. Polino, good power. He's really made his living offensively against left-handed pitching. Facing the hard-throwing right-hander. The count is 1-1.
A good fastballs down in the zone. That's good news for Balfour. He's been pitching much better as of late. He's had a really good slider lately.
1-2. There it is.
Like that.
It was made to order. Ooh, that was close. Fastball down.
I think Paulino was happy too that he didn't get called on it. That's a pretty good pitch. A little bit down, just a hair down. Michelle tried to entice Jerry Meals, bring it up just a hair. It's down.
Hit on the ground, foul. Michelle Hernandez has done a nice job for the Rays behind the plate as the backup catcher. You really got to give Charlie Montoyo, the Rays AAA manager, credit for recommending Hernandez. Ground ball by the mound. Zobrist with the toss over to first. That takes care of Polino. Hernandez spent most of last year in Indianapolis, and the Rays really needed a catcher, and it was Charlie who recommended Hernandez as a guy who could go back there and do a good job. And he really he's a conscientious guy. He spent so much time in the minor leagues, starting in '98. The only big league time he had in '03 had 4 at-bats for the Yankees, and that was his only big league time until last year.
Yeah, and he's, you know what, I thought he and Kazmir really worked well together today, too. That's Scott Kazmir. I'm sure we'll talk about that in the postgame show, but I thought he really threw the ball well today, Scott.
Strike 2 to Carroll. Carroll homered in the 3rd inning. Kazmir worked 5 innings tonight in his return. 92 pitches, gave up 2 runs, 4 hits, walked 1 and struck out 5. And there's a swing and a miss. He just powered him up with a fastball right there.
Well, good sequencing. Again, I mean, threw a couple fastballs away, slider away, and it comes up above the hands right there with the fastball for the strikeout. And Michelle was setting up inside right there, and that's exactly where Balfour threw it, up above his hands.
And here's Chris Coghlan. And a line drive base hit. He was ready for the fastball. I was about to say he'd seen enough of Kazmir tonight, who struck him out 3 times on a slider. So he was swinging at the first fastball he saw, and singles into center.
Looking for anything straight, and he got one. He squared it up. He's got a nice swing. He did have a tough time, though, against Scott Kazmir. Struck out 3 times. Had some tough sliders he couldn't catch up with. Pulled off it.
Coghlan's on base, 2 outs. Here's Bonifacio. Coghlan 4 of 4 in the steal department. For first. We're in the 7th. The game has been tied since the 5th. Florida scored a run in the 1st, a run in the 3rd. The Rays a run in the 4th, and another run in the bottom of the 5th. Marlins hitting in the top of the 7th. It's a ball. 1-0. Kazmir for 5, Bradford for 1, and now Balfour.
Hit that pitch to left field. I mean, he was way behind a 91 fastball with that swing. If he does hit it, it's going to go right down the line, third base or into left field.
One and two, another fastball by him.
Yeah, I wouldn't do him any favors here. I just
I'll get him.
Power him up. Get him to chase one up.
1-2. Fouls it out of play the opposite way. Grant was in the game for one hitter last night. Made 3 pitches and retired Dan Ugla on a fly ball.
You can throw the slider down as long as you get it down in the dirt and the chaser.
A little tap to first. Pena's got it, stepping on the bag to retire the side. Middle of the 7th inning, a 2-2 tie. Time for an exclusive sneak peek of Ice Age. Dawn of the Dinosaurs opening July 1st. AT&T Rapid Rewind. AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, your world delivered. Rays coming in to hit, bottom of the 7th inning, tied with the Marlins 2-2. Brian Sanchez on for Florida. Jason Bartlett takes the first pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. Sanchez starts it with a slider, low and away. That's a strike, 1-1. Bartlett sends a fly ball into right. Carroll is there. One away.
Sanchez numbers. Excellent earned run average, 1.72 in 15 games, 15 2/3 innings.
And now it's Michel Hernandez. He's 1 for 2. All in the dirt. Ball, no strikes. High fly ball back to center field. Ross will have room though and makes the catch. Hernandez is out number 2.
Too deep out there. If he pulls it, he's got a shot at a home run. Got good wood on it. Joe Madden looking at the matchups, as is Freddie Gonzalez.
There's B.J. Upton. Pitch is low. Upton hit the double off Sanchez last night in the 8th inning. Misses this one. A fastball, and it's a 1-1 count. Dan Wheeler is up in the bullpen for the Rays. And a shot back to center field. Ross has room and makes the catch to retire the Rays on 3 fly balls. We go to the 8th, tied 2-2. From in hair color. Brad Balfour has 10, Dan Wheeler 8, Schaus, Nelson, and Howell 6, 5, and 4 respectively. Just as middle relievers keep their teams in the game, you too can stay in the game with Just for Men hair color. Dan Wheeler, the new Rays pitcher.
Yeah, he's got that earned run average under 4 now.
He's on to face the middle part of the order with Hanley Ramirez to lead it off. Ramirez, Cantu, and Glode due up. The pitch hit on the ground, a shortstop. Bartlett up with it, and the throw to first in time. So Ramirez, big dangerous hitter, retired.
That was not an easy play because he hit it right off the end of the bat on a slider, and Bartlett was able to. Sometimes when you go down to field those balls, they're spinning, spin right out of your glove. That was a tough play. That was not an easy play. Look at him stay right with it. Yeah, it was spinning in the glove there because he had that pool ball action on it. Hit it right off the end of the bat.
You know, there are a lot of infielders, shortstops in particular, who for a long time had trouble here with the ball when it came off the turf on the infield and hit the skin part. Pitch to Cantu is a strike call. And Bartlett's been very good about that.
Yeah, and you saw him put the bare hand down there to make sure it stayed right in the glove. He knew exactly what happened. The ball's hit off the end of the bat, and he knows Ramirez can run. That was a great play by Jason. That was not an easy play. A nice stretch by Carlos Payne once again.
Cantu waves and misses. 0-2. Wheeler was in the game last night. He followed Balfour. Follows Balfour again tonight. Pitch up. Fastball. 1-2. Kazmir for 5 innings. Bradford for an inning. Balfour worked the 7th. Cantu reaching on the error his last time. 1-2, skied up the right side. It's going to be a foul ball, long run for Gross, and he cannot catch up to it. They made a long run over there. One and 2. Slider down and away.
Nice block by Michelle, getting way out there just in case there was a swing. Not taking anything for granted.
Rays live, the post game coming up immediately following this contest. We're in the 8th inning. 2-2 hit on the ground by the mound is short. Bartlett has this one and makes the play. 2 ground balls in the 8th. The Rays 10-game package has a nice ring to it. Buy 2 or more 10 packs, receive a replica 2008 American League Championship ring, and you select the games of your choice. Call 888-FAN-RAYS or visit RaysBaseball.com to select your games and receive your replica ring. 2 outs. Here's the left-handed hitting first baseman Ross Glode. Glode singled his last time, and that pitch in the dirt.
Right idea, though, split, because Glode's been seeing the ball pretty well so far in his first 2 games. Every time he gets a fastball, he seems to square it up perfectly.
Doubled in a run last night off James Shields. And 1 for 3 tonight. Pitch is low. 2-0. Glode plays college ball at South Florida. There's a strike. Came in with a 2-0 fastball. 2-1.
I think Ross was surprised he got that pitch. Couldn't pull the trigger on it. A little late movement on it too, though.
2-1 and a fly ball hit back to center. Upton is there for it, makes the catch, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. Crawford, Longoria, and then Pena do for the Rays. Bottom of the 8th, tied 2-2.
Bottom half of the 8th inning. These are the horns that blow when the Rays hit a home run. The Rays trying to become the first team to hit 100 home runs and steal 100 bases before the All-Star break. And guys, the person that triggers the air horns right here, he's also a cameraman, Dustin Johnson. What's the significance when there's one horn, two horns? What's the deal there?
You know, it's one loud, long, steady noise of horn per run. So grand slam, you get 4 good, long, good ones.
All right, now, if they hit their 100th right here, can I sub for you once?
If they hit their 100th one, you can have it.
All right, guys.
Hit it twice.
I'm waiting for it, guys. Back to you.
Let's hope it happens right here then. Carl Crawford takes the first pitch, and it's low. Leo Nunez, the new pitcher for Florida. Carl 0 for 3 tonight, and he strokes a liner into right for a base hit. That will lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. So Carl has a single, good speed aboard.
Well, you got the right guys for number 100 with Evan Longoria and Carlos Pena to follow, and hopefully Ben Zobrist, Leo Nunez. Got a very good arm.
Nunez has had a bad right ankle that's kept him sidelined.
He had a good year with Kansas City last year. Came over in that deal for Mike Jacobs.
Matt Lindstrom is on the disabled list, their closer. And here's Evan Longoria. Move to first. Carl's back in. Carl had a steal and was caught stealing last night. And a step back by Nunez.
Yeah, those are coming from Freddie Gonzalez on the bench over there. He's giving the signs to Ronnie Paulino.
Pitch is down. 1 ball, no strikes. Rays now with 6 hits. And the leadoff man on base here.
Hanley Ramirez going out there. And now Paulino. Ramirez is showing some leadership out there in that infield tonight. We're going to discuss how you're going to pitch Evan Longoria and obviously what to do with Carl Crawford also.
Now they're set. Crawford again leads away. And the pitch is skied to center. Ross right there in his tracks is going to make the catch. One away. Now Carlos Pena. Pena hit his 23rd home run of the season in the 4th inning. Hit it the opposite way. Hit it out to left.
Shift is on. Bonifacio goes over and plays on the second base side again, just like last night. He has been a second baseman, of course, and keeps Hanley Ramirez in his normal spot. Very similar to what happened last night with the one at first base that could steal.
Pena the hitter. Again, a step back by Nunez. To Pena. Take a look at the matchup here. Carlos has 1 hit against Nunez and 4 at-bats for his career. That hit a home run. Low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
This is tough on a first baseman too, because Carlos hits the ball so hard, and when he does it on the ground, the first baseman's only 90 feet away because he's got to hold Carl Crawford on. You got to worry about Carl and throwing over to first base, and you got to try to pick up Pena when the pitch is on the way.
Pitch, that's a strike. Now it's 1-2.
You got a pitch out count now. 1-2. I've seen many pitch outs this year against the Rays. You know what? Overall.
They did call for the pitch out last night in the 8th when they caught Crawford, but you're right about that. Time call granted by Jerry Meals, the plate umpire, as Pena steps back. One and 2 the count. There goes Crawford. The pitch is a strike call. The throw is not in time as Crawford steals second. Pena thought the pitch might have been low. Crawford steals his 39th base.
Yeah, it's a good jump by Carl Crawford. There is no pitch out. See, I would have pitched out there, but they like to go fastball away, and I thought it was low too. Surprised he called him out on that. Bonifacio was behind the bag, trying to keep the ball from skipping into center field.
Take a look at that pitch.
Yeah, that was, well, it's outside for sure.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. He might have had the knees. It was definitely outside. I mean, it acted as a pitch out because Paulino called the ball away twice, and then Nunez said, okay, I'll throw it out there.
Well, they're going to walk Zobrist intentionally, with Pat Burrell due up next. So after the steal of second and 2 outs, they're going to take the bat out of Zobrist's hands. Pat Burrell will get his first look at Nunez. So there's ball 4. Pat does have a home run on this homestand that came against the Phillies. Connected off Joe Blanton. So he's up here now with 2 men on and 2 men out in the bottom of the 8th, and a tie game, 2-2.
Well, he's had 3 good at bats today. A sharp single to center, a fly out to center that he hit pretty well, and he walked last time. So he's had better at bats this whole homestand. Getting 319 with runners in scoring position.
Pat, 1 for 2, has a single and a walk tonight. And he takes a strike, a fastball.
Nunez aired that one out. 93 at the knees.
Rays trying to cash in the leadoff single. Crawford's now at second. Zobrist is on first. 2 outs. Pitch away. Nunez has put a little something extra on these first 2 pitches to Pat Burrell.
Yeah, I don't think his ankle's bothering him. That was 96. I think he's okay.
The 1-1. Pat fouls it. Another fastball that came in on him. So it's 1-2. Stat worked 6 innings. Rays got both their runs off him. Sanchez worked an inning. Now it's Nunez. Up and in. 2-2.
That's 4 fastballs in a row. I think he's just going to go power on power here. I mean, Pat's got to look fastball as hard as he's thrown. Especially with 2 strikes.
So too much time as Burrow steps out. Two now. And a swing and a miss. He strikes him out. He was looking fastball and he threw it off speed pitch.
Yep.
The Rays lead 2. We're through 8. 2-2 ball game. to the bullpen, brought to you by Metro PCS. Unlimit yourself. J.P. Howell, the new Rays pitcher. Pitcher number 5 of the night.
Well, he was up ready to go anyway in case the Rays went ahead for a closing situation, and it's the way Joe Madden likes to do it with his relievers, 1 inning at a time.
First pitch to Dan Ugla is inside. Howell worked an inning in the 3rd last night.
1.75 earned run average, outstanding, and opponent's batting average against under 200.
2-0. Ugla, Ross, and Polino due up. Foul. 2-1. Kazmir worked 5 innings. Bradford 1, Balfour 1, Wheeler 1. Now J.P. Howell. Until J.P. got into the game last night, he had not worked since the 21st. That was the Sunday game in New York against the Mets.
Got a tough situation here. He tried to change up behind the count, which is a good pitch. What you got to do is Ugla can hit a fastball, and now he's down 3-1. He can hit a fastball out of the ballpark.
And it's blown away. A fastball away from him. So J.P. Howell walks Ugla to start the 9th inning. We'll be with you tomorrow on Sun Sports in high definition. The Rays wrap up the series against the Marlins and the homestand. We'll be with you at 1:30 as the Checkers Citrus series continues. Now it's Cody Ross. Over to first. Ugla back in there. He pops it up. Short right. Zobrist starts out. Gross in. And Gabe Gross is there to make the catch. Hopper into shallow right field for the first out.
Right move by Gabe Gross. The outfielder coming in has the easier play. Big out right there because Cody Ross has big time home run power too. Got a fastball up in the zone to get him to chase. He's trying to launch it though.
Ronnie Polino. Polino 0 for 3. He came into this game hitting over 300 against left-handed pitching. His career number is very good against left-handed pitching.
And of course,
he has power.
Yeah, and of course Joe Madden, the reason he has JP in there, not worried about righties, because he's got the good changeup and the good curve. He's got the equalizer.
There'll be times when Joe prefers a matchup with Howell and a right-handed hitter.
As long as he throws it for strikes. So far the changeup he hasn't been thrown up for strikes. He missed a couple to Dan Ugla for the walk. He just missed one to Paulino.
All those strikes. And he had him out front there.
There it is.
Big old swing by Paulino, looking for something a little harder than the changeup.
Yep, there's the equalizer right there that we're talking about. 75 miles an hour. That's an excellent pitch right there. Good arm speed, like a fastball to the hitter.
One. Down and in. Leadoff walk, putting Ugla aboard. Rays put the leadoff man on in the bottom of the 8th and could not get a run. They left a couple men on base. Now the Marlins batting in the 9th. Outside of third, foul into the coaching box. 2-2.
Another good call right there behind the count through the changeup again. Got Ronnie Paulino out front to get the count even.
Fly ball into right field. Gross is over to make the catch on this one. 2 outs. Well, it's amazing what that off-speed pitch can do for an 86-mile-per-hour fastball. And he actually had Paulino late on that fastball.
Yeah, he did, because now you start looking for it and you get 86 and it looks like it's 96. As long as you have the same arm speed, the same arm angle. And the hitters that face JP will tell you that everything looks the same. Hard to tell when he's throwing his curve or his change versus the fastball. It's the same arm angle, same arm speed in all 3 pitches.
That's what David Wright was saying in the New York series with the Mets. You know, there's a guy who's seeing him for the first time and comes away with a fresh analysis, and that's right on. Brett Carroll in the batter's box.
Another triple hitter, meaning a good 2-0, 3-1 fastball hitter. So you got another guy you got to worry about. They all have power in this lineup. That's for sure. It's their strength in the National League.
He got ahead 2-0 in the 3rd against Kazmir and hit one out to left. 1 for 3.
He's a good candidate for a first pitch change.
Pitch is down and in.
Really the only mistake Scott made. I mean, he just missed location. He was trying to go in and missed out over the plate, and Carroll squares it up. But other than that, Scott pitched very, very well.
Swing and a miss. There it was. Change up, and the count is 1-1.
Yeah, he's trying to triple hit right there. See, he's sitting on a thinking, well, I'll get a fastball. Get the count in my favor. I'm going with the fastball. Nope. No free swings.
Do it again. 1-2. JP walked Ugla. Retired Ross on a pop fly to right. Molina on a fly ball to right. Now he's ahead of Carroll. The 1-2, bounces it in and blocked by Hernandez.
Well, that was a great block right there, because that one bounced about 2 feet in front of Michelle Hernandez. Take a look at this. Look at that, right in front of home plate. I mean, that's a tough block right there. Ball bounced about 6 inches in front of home plate. Kept Douglas from going to second.
2-2 now. Howell's pitch. Strike 3 call. He just throws him with a fastball. That fastball at 87. And Carroll could not pull the trigger. Bottom of the 9th coming, tied 2-2. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. Visit us at geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO. From Tropicana Field, a crowd of 35,790 on hand tonight. We move into the bottom of the ninth. Mark Badenhoff, the new pitcher for Florida. Gabe Gross leads off, and he takes the pitch in there for a strike. Fourth pitcher for the Marlins. Gross is 0 for 3. Strikeout and 2 ground balls, and he takes the pitch outside. 1-1. Despite the 0 for 3, he's had a couple very good at-bats tonight.
He really has. He fought off some good pitches, and Chris Volstad was in there and worked the count for 3-2, like he does normally. Just sees a lot of pitches, fights off tough pitches. Volstad got him, but he was in that last at bat, boy, he was right on 4 fastballs. He just kept fouling them back before he was retired.
And a shot into right field, but right at Carroll, who makes the catch. So 2-1 pitch lined right to the right fielder. Jason Bartlett. Bartlett doubled back in the 5th inning and scored the tying run. Has been tied since then. Pitch is a strike. Kazmir gave up 2 runs. Volstad gave up 2 runs. The 2 bullpens, nothing. 0-2 to Bartlett.
Tough pitch right there. Paint. 2-seam movement, too. Tough pitch.
Outside. The ball, 2 strikes. Badenhoff worked 2/3 of an inning in relief of Johnson last night. Gave up a couple hits, no runs. Bartlett fouls it. Bottom of the ninth tonight. And a looper into center. That ball's going to fall. Base hit. Bartlett's second hit tonight, dropping it in front of Ross in center field.
You could see Paulino putting a glove on the ground. He wanted Badenhoff to get this ball way down. But Bartlett was able to get to this slider and drop it into center field. He wanted it lower than that. It wasn't a bad pitch. It's just a better piece of hitting by Bartlett.
Willie Ibar will pinch hit here for Michel Hernandez. Willie's 2 out of 3 lifetime against Badenhoff. So let's see where this leads. Over to first. Bartlett back in.
And you got a nice hole on the right side. You got a base stealer. They have to put their concentration on Jason Bartlett to some degree.
There he goes. The pitch is a ball, and the throw is high. Stolen base for Bartlett. That's number 16 for him. Jason is 16 of 17 in the steal department.
Yeah, good jump by Bartlett, and Paulino has to rush the throw because of it, and that's why he threw it high, and Ramirez saves it from going into center field, although Cody Ross was closing fast in center. Look at that save by Ramirez. Play basketball the way he can leap right there. Gee, a great play.
The Rays steal their way into scoring position. Want to know the count to Ibar.
Don't assume that Marlin won't take third if it's given to him, even though Paulino has a free shot toward third base with a lefty hitter up there.
Marlin dancing back and forth, and Badenhop steps back.
The only guy that can dog him a little bit is Hanley Ramirez, and Hanley now moves in at 3 or 4 more steps, so he's closer, directly behind in line with Jason Bartlett.
Ibar takes a strike. Fastball. 1-1. And Bartlett with a lead, and the pitch foul. It's headed to the backstop. A ball, 2 strikes to Ibar. Lined out. Bartlett singled, stole second. It is low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
At least what Jason's doing there, what it does on the left side, it shortens the infielders up.
Ibar takes ball 3, and it skips away and rolls to the backstop. Bartlett advances to third as the count goes full to Ibar.
Well, now they'll really shorten up because they're not going to play in. But what I was talking about, Bonifacio and Ramirez were in because Bartlett might steal third, which, as the ball gets through the wickets there to Tony Paulino, be a wild pitch. But with the threat of Bartlett stealing, see, that gives them less range.
Everybody's going to be close now. The infield and the outfield in as well. 3-2, and Ibar sends a fly ball into center. Ross will make the catch. Tagged by Bartlett. Rays win. Rays win it in the bottom of the 9th on a sacrifice fly to center. Off the bat of Willie Ibar. There was no play on Bartlett, who scampered across the plate with a winning run, and the Rays win it 3-2. Ibar with the game winner for Bartlett. Got the base hit. He stole second, went to third on the wild pitch, and he scores on the fly ball to center field. Here's another look. Verizon Wireless play of the game. The game winner.
Yeah, look at that pitch. That ball was up. Willie knows it. He knows it's deep enough. Put the bat on the ball. Cody Ross doing everything he can to get the ball in, but Jason just runs too well. No chance.
And that our Verizon Wireless play.